Hey everybody, we're back. So, what makes a boat a cruiser? This was a question we asked. This was a question we tackled. We feel like we have turned our boat into a off-grid cruising machine. She is ready for long-distance travel. We are now ready for the long-distance travel.
I hope so. After all this, we better be ready. First of all, we'd like to give a shout out to our new patrons, SV Zazie and Dan Taipala. Thank you guys so much for your support. We appreciate it more than you can possibly know.
So if you want to support the channel more directly, go to patreon.com/forloveofwind and join the League of Mariners. Details on our website, forloveofwind.com, as to what all that entails. But we'd love to have you on board.
And we have to toast to SV Zazie and Dan Taipala. We haven't toasted.
Absolutely. Here's to you guys. Thank you so much. We had a list of things that we wanted for a blue water cruiser. First and foremost, it had to be safe. And when I say safe, I don't mean stays afloat and can handle weather. It has to be idiot-proof. Because we are sailing idiots.
This is true. Yeah, we had to have something that was extremely forgiving.
So, we wanted center cockpit. We wanted all lines to the cockpit. We looked at some center cockpits where the lines were out on the mast, and we thought, man, if it's in the middle of the night and we have to go out on deck and we have no sea legs, that would be bad.
Right.
We went under contract with Flow. We got Flow. Flow has some features that we really liked for safety. All lines run to the cockpit. Center cockpit, very high combing. We are very off the water when we're in the cockpit.
Right. She has a lot of freeboard.
The mast is a deck-stepped mast with a compression post, but it has solid spars that go from the chain plates up to the mast just below the first spreader. So it basically has a second hard point of attachment to the boat, which we really liked. And she's been across the Atlantic twice, or across once and back. And she's been to the West Coast and back. So she's got a lot of miles under her keel. So one of the things we really wanted was good standing rigging. We didn't know anything about standing rigging. It sounds very expensive. We wanted to make sure that whatever we got was really good.
And then we bought Flow.
And now we are masters of standing rigging.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
So you can see that's torn up. I mean, pretty bad, right? The whole leech is coming off. I mean, that's tearing out of the back.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty hard.
Yeah,
Is that
and
because
then
of the bind in it?
yeah, I think so. That's where it bound up on the roller. this is what we're going for. You ready?
Oh, good.
Instructions. Okay. We might actually call for hands when we're ready to stand it up, but
If you hear somebody out here screaming, just
Hopefully people will help before they're screaming.
so there we go, all new cable.
No, not that's too late.
I can't believe that, one, we had owned our boat for like 2 months, and then like out of the blue sent you to the top of the mast to take out on our head sail.
that was not on our list of things to do. And
I watched that footage. I can't believe we sent you up the mast like blindly, like oh, we just bought a bosun's chair from West Marine. Now let me crank my wife up 63 feet.
and without a knot. And you guys said, do not trust that shackle, tie a knot. And we did not know that. And I went up the mast.
Not the first time. Yeah, we tie knots
Yeah,
now, and we
do
double
tie
line.
knots now, yes. And thank you so much for commenting, because we just didn't know.
But we took down our head stay.
We did.
We assembled a furler on the deck. I'm blown away by what we, like, no boat knowledge at all, and just dove in. When you're cruising, you don't want to have to run the generator all the time. You can't fill up diesel in the middle of the ocean. So you need to be able to replenish your power all the time. And you need a place to hang your dinghy, because you're going to need a dinghy. So you need a tower. Now, I don't know what it takes to build a tower. We had no knowledge or ability to build a tower, and we definitely weren't interested in drilling holes in our own boat to build a tower.
And then we bought Flo.
And now we're masters of the tower. Instructions. The holes where we're going to drill into the boat. Ooh, not excited to drill into the boat.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell.
It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us out. We're getting ready to go cruising. We're trying to grow the channel. A little bit of subscription goes a long way. So thank you all for the comments, the likes. Let's keep it coming. Okay, we've got good rigging, and we've got lots of ability to replenish power. We need ability to store that power and to use that power. So we needed a big inverter, and we needed a lot of batteries. A cruising boat needs a big inverter. It needs a lot of batteries because you're going to want to run power when you're out there. You're never going to plug in, and you don't want to run that generator. That costs diesel. That costs money. So as much power as you can run without diesel, that's the way you need to go. Now, we didn't know anything about electricity. We have never wired a boat or an RV. We even paid to have our house rewired, so we don't know anything about wiring.
And then we bought Flow.
And now we're masters of wires.
excited, you guys. It's a very rare sighting. I don't think I've ever seen it before since we've been in Cape Canaveral. This is really cool. Take a look. I'm just reading the instructions. Kate's been working on finishing up the battery install and inverter install today. Everything is up and running and appears to be working as it's supposed to.
One of Mesha's absolutes, prerequisites: no boat will be purchased without a sound hull and keel.
That was my only real requirement. We figured anything else we can figure out. It has to have a sound hull. That's the one thing we need. We've got to stay afloat.
Yeah. That's kind of a big deal. The first part of a cruising boat is the boat. Must float.
Very important.
So we didn't know anything about hulls or anything like that. And we had the full inspection, the full survey. The guy tapped everywhere. He IR cameraed everything. We got a boat with a sound hull, many, many miles underneath the keel. She's been across oceans. She's been to both coasts. This is a sound boat.
And then we went through Nicole.
And now we're masters of fiberglass. All of our resins in a box with ice. So another thing a cruiser needs is the ability to get supplies, go to shore, get repair stuff. So you got to have a dinghy. So we went and got ourselves a dinghy. And we got it on a serious budget. We knew it was a little leaky. But we bought a leaky dinghy. And now we're masters of the dinghy leak.
The dinghy leak. That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, well, you know, there's pills for that, right?
You got a leaky dinghy?
You got a leaky dinghy. So we have had in the last year just dozens and dozens of projects. We replaced all of our lights with LED, right? So that when we're running nav lights or deck lights or steaming lights or interior lights, we're using the least amount of power possible. We got 12-volt fridge and freezer. There's a video about that coming up because that's what screwed up our batteries. More on that later. We've replaced the flooring. Not everybody's going to have to deal with termites. We had to deal with termites. Totally separate issue. Hopefully nobody has to deal with that ever.
Yeah, that was extenuating circumstances.
There's a lot left to do. There's a lot of things that need to be repaired or upgraded. But Flow is ready. The deckhounds are ready. And we are ready for long-term cruising. We're setting sail. I hope you come with us. That's how we're ending. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Join us on our website. Every Wednesday, Mesha writes a new blog. She's pretty talented. It's all about the nitty-gritty details of buying Flow and outfitting Flow that you don't see in the videos. It also has information about us and the deckhounds and Flow, as well as joining the League of Mariners if you'd like to support us directly. So, forloveofwind.com.
Don't forget to join us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram at For Love of Wind. And if you feel like supporting us in a bigger way, join us on patreon.com/forloveofwind and join our League of Mariners.
Bye!
See you guys
Next week.
Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Like a chicken. Subscribe!
And there's our blooper.